Larry, I've kind of buried the lead today. I think more than any other time in his career with the Niners, which has been dotted with excellence, I think Trent Williams might have played his best game in a 49ers uniform yesterday. Trent Williams was out there bulldozing guys. I mean, he just went full on what they call him, the silverback gorilla. Oh my God, what a day he had. Not just pass blocking, but the run blocking. I mean, he was caving in the right side of that Seahawks front. All day long. Anything Christian McCaffrey wanted around left side, he got. And then when you put
how good was the Niners' run game, Damon? They averaged 7.5 a carry.
It was so good you almost didn't even notice it. You know what I mean? It's like when, Usain Bolt was so fast, he almost looked like he was running in slow motion. Like the Niners game, the run game was so efficient, you almost didn't even see it yesterday. It was just a given. Here's 6 yards. Here's another 6 yards. Here's 7 yards. Here's 12 yards. Here's 15 yards. Here's a 22-yard run by McCaffrey. Oh, here's a 72-yard run to open the goddamn game. And by the way,
then J.P. Mason got in for the tug.
Hey, how about J.P. Mason? He's still on the team. He's still getting good for him.
And Elijah Mitchell was hurt, so we may see more J.P. Mason.
I liked what I said. Again, I've never seen J.P. Mason and said to myself, less of that guy. I haven't. So more J.P. Mason, not at even the expense of Elijah Mitchell, who's also a running back that I like, but on the goal line, yeah, absolutely. Save Christian McCaffrey that goal line pounding when you can, if you can get Mason to stuff it in there.
James T. Kirk, you said pounding.
Hey, you know what? I can help him out.
Pound it, pound it, pound it, pound it.
Oh yeah, we got old tricks here. We got old tricks up our sleeves. But Larry, I actually really believe, and this is a theory that I kind of workshopped it on my post-game show. You tell me what you think.
Okay.
So we all know that the worst possession an offense can have is a 3-and-out. And the problem with the 3-and-out isn't just that you're giving the ball right back, but you never got any momentum. Like you were never able to establish a rhythm because you only ran 3 plays. Well, the Niners only ran 2 plays. And even though they equaled touchdown, I actually think that extremely fast start did as much to take the 49ers out of rhythm as any big Seattle Seahawk early in that first quarter, big hit that they might have laid on anyone. I just think that the 49ers have used this first drive all season long to establish an offensive cadence and rhythm, and they were 72 yards down the field, one more play in the end zone, and the only thing, and this is going to sound nuts, like the only thing worse than a 3-and-out might be running 2 plays. Even if you get a touchdown out of it. Like that is, I think that the Niners scored in such a short time that, I mean, they scored faster than it took to sing the national anthem. So I almost think that took them out of a little rhythm early.
They scored too fast.
Yeah, there's the problem.
Excuse me, Kyle. Larry Krueger here from the Krug Show. Is it possible that your offense is too explosive?
Can you slow that down, Kyle? I think you're taking yourself out of rhythm with all these points. Again, I'm workshopping this theory. I'm not telling you it's one of my best. I'm workshopping it.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I don't know. I think I'll take
this morning.
I think I'll take the points. You know, it's funny. I asked Kyle right when the press conference started. I said, "Hey, you guys got to win here over Seattle, and they were so many heroes. What did you like most about this game?" And he thought about it for like less than a half a second. And he said, you know what? The fact that we got to win. In other words, they're just singularly focused. The fact of the matter is they knew Seattle was more rested. They knew Seattle was pissed off from getting routed up there. They knew that it was going to be really tough to vanquish a proud opponent like Seattle twice in 15 days or whatever it is. And they would take this win any way it came. But it really was a great top to bottom team victory. You know, the offense played great. The defense played great. The special teams had big plays. The Niners are rounding into form right now, Damon, and it's a pleasure to watch. And to me, and we'll get into this, I'm sure, more as we go, but equally exciting is kind of the eroding of the Super Bowl landscape as far as the other teams are concerned. Buffalo beat Kansas City, but Buffalo doesn't look like a world beater. But guess what? Kansas City doesn't look like a Super Bowl contender right now. And guess what? The Eagles are taking on water. They don't look all that great. And Dallas is routing people, but the Niners own Dallas. And Detroit, I thought, was real, but they're maybe real in 2025 because the Bears are slapping them around. And you look around and you're like, wait a second. All of the teams that are standing between the 49ers in that sixth Lombardi in the Santa Clara Trophy case suddenly don't look like they're peaking or getting better. And in many cases, they look like they're getting worse. And this thing is, I don't want to get overly excited, but the 49ers are peaking and they're getting a little bit better, a little bit better, a little bit better. And how many teams in the NFL have this trajectory that actually have a chance to win the Super Bowl? Does Baltimore was life and death to beat the Rams at home yesterday. They're supposedly awesome. Who's the best team in the AFC? Baltimore? Kansas City, who lost and have no receivers? Is it Miami? Maybe it's Miami. We may be headed towards a Niners, Dolphins, Vegas showdown for the ages between the teacher and the pupil, between McDaniel and all that speed and Tyreek Hill and, Shanahan and Purdy and all these weapons. But it's starting to – we're seeing a thinning of the herd at the top in the NFL right now. And I'm excited about the Niners, but I'm also excited about the potential when you look at the landscape of the rest of the league.
Yeah, it was a rough weekend for Bay Area sports when you looked at the Warriors dumping one on the road by a point, and then Shohei Ohtani taking $700 million over 10 to join the Dodgers. And so it felt like there were two body blows on the Bay Area's fighter this weekend. And then the 49ers reminded you that you still got a potential heavyweight right here. And they just handled their business and made everyone feel a lot better. Thank God that they didn't join the parade of depression that is right now the Warriors and the Giants. But look,
the Giants didn't get Ohtani?
Can you believe it, Larry?
I'm shocked. I'm absolutely shocked.
It is a shocker. It really is. I told you $700 million was the magic number.
$700 million. They were saying he was getting 44 a year. He got 70. And a lot of it's deferred. So the Dodgers are going to be able to keep building.
And
my God.
This is not Giants wake up.
No, we don't want to lose the audience.
Alarm. Exactly.
We got 2,000 people watching this show. The last thing we want to do is start talking Giants baseball.
By the way, here's our market
Giants
report.
baseball can clear a room better than anybody that you know.